A raft of news, both good and bad, has hit the wires here this morning. My next guest says that it's still safer to be defensive for at least another quarter, but there are still opportunities out there to make money now. David Costa is the dean from the Robert Kennedy College, and he joins us now. Hi, David. So you think we should
Hello, Louisa. Great to see you.
Oh, lovely to see you as well, and a long weekend and everything ahead of us. But let's talk about these defensive plays that you think we should hang on to for a while longer, David. Why?
Well, at the moment, what we have seen in the financial is a readjustment of the valuation. There is nothing as complicated as valuating a financial institution nowadays. For that very reason, talking about big financial, maybe some regional banks and other factors, but the big financial is moment to stay out. And where to hide now? That's the big question everyone is asking. There are still places to hide, still places to make money. There are some ideas which I just put it together. One of the places where I would hide is probably Pepsi. Another one is Nestle here in Switzerland. Another one, if you want to be a little bit more aggressive, is Swiss Re, and another one which has never been affected through this year, never been affected by what happened on the market, is Walmart.
Okay, let's break these ideas down and just hear the whens, the whys, and the hows and the wheres and all that. Let's start with Pepsi. Why do you think we should be buying Pepsi now?
Well, Pepsi now is continuing their international development. They just bought an operation in Russia. Pepsi valuation, if you compare it to Coca-Cola, is still pretty on the low side. And moreover, Pepsi is more diversified because more than half of the revenue comes from food products. So I see Pepsi as a very international operation where a lot of people are going now to hide. And since the market is probably now pulling off a lot of money from the commodities, the big capitalized companies like Pepsi are probably a good bet, especially companies like Pepsi which have strong international operations.
Companies in Europe, you were just mentioning Nestle and Swiss Re as well. Talk us through them.
Okay, Nestle, it's not as a bargain as Pepsi at the moment, probably. But however, if we look at the Swiss equities, Nestle is probably the one, again, with global presence and so on, which is probably going to give us some good surprises in the future. It certainly has a very, very well diversified operation throughout the world. Swiss Re is a bit more of a bet because it's reinsurance. You can still see it's close to the financial. However, Swiss Re, and Warren Buffett, as everyone probably knows, a few months ago bought Swiss Re, and it's still very, very low. The valuation is extremely low. So I don't see Swiss Re as staying so low for long. So it's probably one of those things that are now very, very low, but if you feel a bit more aggressive, Swiss Re can give you some satisfaction in the future, I believe.
And Walmart, the group, the company that has a whole town built around it. But what do you make of Walmart?
Walmart is a very, very interesting case. If we look at the equities in the United States, we have seen a terrible year for everyone and a terrible year to date, but not for Walmart. Walmart had some very good results both this year, and if you take a year from now, we are over 10%, so it's very, very good results. I don't see Walmart being as affected as whatever is happening, because it's one of the things that we cannot live without in the United States. Moreover, Walmart, again, is expanding very strong internationally. Think about China. They just entered the market with few others, but they are expanding very quickly. So there's a lot of space to grow there. Of course, it's not like a small capitalized company where you can double, your investment in a few months. But if you want to stay a bit safe, Walmart is a bet that I don't think will be penalized by the current market situation. So if you want to play defensive, Pepsi, Walmart, and also Nestle will give you some satisfaction. If you feel a bit more aggressive, I think also Swiss Re could be on the portfolio. But Walmart is certainly a very good bet for the future.
Now, a minute ago, we were talking about oil at $111, and then rubbing our eyes for a second as we open them again, oil is below 100. But you're optimistic, though, that in the long run, oil is going to head higher.
Well, as you know, I was optimistic last night. Today, I don't know if I'm as optimistic. However, the situation is the situation is this. We all know that in terms of oil, we're not looking at the fundamentals anymore. It's just a place to hide for many investors. I think that now a lot of investors are pulling out money of the oil and betting again on the equities. However, if we look at the horizon of the whole year, I don't see oil on this low side. I still see it going up. I still believe that that there is a potential there. However, we got to be careful on this, because there's a lot of speculation going on the market. So if you're playing defensive, oil is not really the best place to ice at the moment, nor is gold. It used to be maybe a few days ago, but nowadays, since the money are going out, I start to be a bit more pessimistic on the short term. However, on the long term, I don't think oil is going down on the 80 level or 85 or 90s. I will still see over 100 this year.